Before the top of the Apollo 14 went well. Dr. Edgar Mitchell was on that flight, and he tied another famous guy for the longest, Alan Shepard, for the longest moonwalk ever. He's now 77 years old, and he let something out of the bag that's been covered up for 6 decades. That we've had multiple encounters with aliens, and they've come here and they've decided to leave. And we even know what they look like.
They're little people who look strange to us. They look exactly like E.T., Brian.
Yeah.
So maybe the creators like Steven Spielberg actually had this inside information as well when he created E.T.
Well, he wasn't that famous then. He only had done Jaws. If someone does Jaws, would you open him up to alien information? I'm not sure. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to put my best person on it, or Sean in the green room.
So I'm trying to figure this story out too this morning. This Edgar Mitchell, he says that they visited Earth on several occasions, that the government has repeatedly covered up this for 6 decades. When you are on one of these missions, when you're one of these famous astronauts, do you not sign like a confidentiality waiver that says,
if you see an alien, don't say anything?
Just a minute, we're only telling this small group of people that aliens in fact do exist, and by the way, before you leave this room, you will sign this document that says you will never talk about this to anyone. Why has no one else talked about this before? Or has anyone...
Is your take on this? You're upset that he telling everyone?
Yeah.
But the bigger story is we've had alien encounters.
No,
this is incredible.
You're just taking his claims at face value?
He walked on the moon. He wore a helmet and a suit.
I don't know. You have no idea what state of mind he potentially could be in.
You think he's crazy?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this is one guy, and my question would be, since I always wanted to be a lawyer, my question would be, what sort of legal violation potentially happened here?
You see, I don't think...
By spilling the beans.
I don't know that... I don't think they sign anything. Like, if you're going to tell a story, you got to have it cleared through NASA first.
Well, why is there classified information then?
Well, see,
there's classified information for a reason.
Here's the question.
The alien part.
At what stage after Apollo 14 did he receive this information? If it was before or after? I mean, this does play into the whole Art Bell thing where, you know, there's the overnight host. Yeah, he's a radio guy and stuff like that.
So you're saying if it was 19...
Roswell.
Because right now, these groups of aliens know more than we do. They're smarter than us. They have better grades than us, better SAT scores. They're more sophisticated. And he is grateful that they're friendly aliens. And Steve, your point is, when did he get this information? Because in 1970, they were ahead of us. In 2008, we might have caught him.
If it's true, we don't even know if it's true.
You don't think it's true?
We don't know that he's, you know, this is the kind of stuff you hear from people who sit around in the dark wearing aluminum foil hats.
But he's an astronaut.
I know, and he's a guy who served his country for years, and we salute him, but is this real?
He says it's been well covered up by all of our governments for the last 60 years, but slowly it's leaked out, and some of us have been privileged to have been briefed on some of it. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm chilling over here. Governments. I mean, the United States, and what other governments are involved in this intergalactic cover-up?
And why wouldn't they land in New York? Why can't they?
You never
See the War of the Worlds movie?
I would have.
That didn't work out well. You don't want to hear.
Hopefully next hour we'll have E.T. and see if, and we will hold this picture up because it's been a lot of years.
Maybe we could get Edgar Mitchell on the phone, the guy himself, to say whether or not this is actually true.
You want to call him this early?
We don't know.
Yeah, for this kind of story,
As an homage to this story, Toba the audio guy has William Shatner now singing songs, famous.
Is this Chico the Man?
Well, Shatner singing, I'm going to tell you about the biggest threat to homeowners. It isn't